Testing out the plug-in mic on my phone for the camera to see if the sound better than the phone mic picking up sound. These are the earbud mic, and see how it goes. Oops. Oops. Follow this train around. Cross the river. Past the grade crossing. Need 2 more hands to do the grade crossing signal, but it's hold the phone or work the controller. That's some stuff in the parking lot because I'm putting some more lights over there. By the way, I wanted to say how I run wires through my 2-inch foam layout, because you know those little wires, especially the just plug ones, are very difficult to run down through a small hole. So what I did is I've been buying, ever since I started, this 5/32 evergreen tubing, which has a 3/32 ID inner dimension, and I cut them to length, and I drill a 5/32 hole. How come this is not? Oh, this is crazy. Anyways, I drill a hole and run them down through the layout. You see there's 3 holes over there. There's going to be 3 poles as soon as my vacuum charges where I suck up that stuff. Anyways, the tubes go down through the plywood below the 2-inch foam, and I don't even really glue them. Sometimes I put some white glue at the top around there because sometimes I have to redo the gravel or the ground foam that's around them because of when I drill the hole. And then you can, I just run the wires down through that little tube. I do that on some of the other wiring too, but the nice thing about this tube is that the just plug base goes right into it, and you put a little super glue on it and you can hold it for a few seconds, and there's a little bit of slop, not much, a few thousandths, enough to hold it till it's looking eyeball plumb. Anyway, that's a test of this microphone. Let me do a couple toots here. And you know, when I first started this, thinking about this layout, I was going to do a point to point, but go maybe all the way back to that wall over there. It would have only been about another 4 feet. It would have been about 2 feet wide, or as wide as it is here. This is like a dog bone. But I just had to have it go around the loop. And I guess in retrospect, I probably would have made it a little bit deeper. I could have 2-tracked it, but you know, I already had single-track bridges, and I was trying to keep it small. Although it wouldn't have been much bigger to do 2 tracks, double-track bridges. But you know, I already had those built, so I started out simple. You know, I think that's what happens with model railroad, and you start out simple and you just start expanding. Just like I wasn't going to have any lights here because of all the lights in the Legos over here. And I just did a couple lights and I went crazy. I just I gotta have them. Stressed about lights in the diesel house, figured out a way to do it. Same tubing, coming up through the bottom, drilled a hole through the top. Where those little cyclone vents are, there was the hole it went through, and you can see the tube in there coming up, and there's just a just plug nano light up at the top of it. There's 4 of them, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and they light up the building. That makes me happy. Signing off. CB Gadget out.